Welcome to another Camtasia Quick Tip. I'm Rob Moore. In this video, I'll reveal the 3 custom animations that I use in every video tutorial I make and show you how to apply them quickly. But before I do that, if you're interested in learning more Camtasia Quick Tips, join me for my live stream this Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern when I'll be talking about and showing you video editing techniques in Camtasia. I live stream every Thursday for about an hour where I do live Camtasia tutorials and answer any questions you have on Camtasia, Fiverr, or freelancing in general. A thumbnail and link will be available about an hour before the live stream begins, so be sure you're subscribed to this channel and click the bell icon to be notified when the link is available. You'll then be able to post any questions you have about an hour before the live stream begins. So that's this Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you then. Now back to the tutorial. The first custom animation I use in almost every video tutorial I make is the fast then slow scaling of the logo in the intro. To do this, I actually use 2 animations. The first part is the fast scaling, and then a slow zoom until it fades out and then the video tutorial begins. Let me show you how easy it is to make this. I'm going to delete this logo here, and I'll bring in a new one that I have prepared here. So here's the logo. That's the logo at the original size that I want. So let me just zoom in here a little bit. Now the first thing I'm going to do is bring down an animation, a custom animation, and I'll drag that right onto the logo. Now this point here is the ending point of the animation, and the size of the logo is exactly what I want at the end of this initial animation. So what I want to do is modify the beginning part of the animation. So click on the beginning of the arrow, and then here we want to make some adjustments. Let's go up to the properties window. I want to start with the scale all the way down to 0, and I also want to start with the opacity down to 0 as well. So now what I've created is a quick animation that quickly brings the logo onto the screen. So now let's drag this animation to the very beginning and just play this once more. There we go. So now to continue this, what I do is I add a second animation, but this time it's going to be a much slower scaling. I'll show you what I mean. Drag another animation down here onto the timeline, and then the beginning is, if we look up here at properties, we see that the scale is at 133.8%. Move over to the end of the animation, and I'm just going to increase this by about 10% or so. Let's go up to, 150. So now let's move this animation back so that it starts right when the first one ends. And now let's stretch the duration to last the complete length of time in the timeline that we want the logo to show. Now let's see what this looks like. Notice the slow zoom. This video. Just like that. And one final thing that I do here is I like to fade the logo out before the video tutorial fades in. So what we do with the logo highlighted, we come up to transitions. Let's make sure all transitions are visible. And we scroll down to fade and drag the fade transition onto the end of the logo. Now let's see what the end of that looks like. And it fades away and the video tutorial fades in. The second custom animation that I use in just about all of my video tutorials is the screen zooming and panning. When you zoom in and pan across the screen in your video tutorials, you're able to guide the viewer's attention to show them the things that you want to show them. So for example, in this video tutorial, you can see here that I have a custom animation here on this screen, and let's just play it to see what it does.
First, locate.
Notice it's a slow zoom in. Now the reason I did that is I wanted to show what I was about to click in the video tutorial. So a good way to show that is to zoom in on it, which is what I've done here. Another variation of this is a little further on down the line here. You'll see another animation right here. And what I've done this time, you can see the starting animation here. Now let's just play this.
Begin typing the company you want to link.
As you can see, this time I panned across the screen so that I could direct my viewer's attention to where I was moving my mouse, and I wanted to show them that I was about to type in a certain field. Now let's just move along the timeline a little further, and I can see that I have another animation right here. Let's see what this one does.
You'll see here that the main parent company.
So that was a quick zoom back out. So I had just finished talking about a certain area in the video. As I was completing that, I zoomed back out. So screen zooming and panning is a great way to keep the viewer's attention, and it's an animation that I use in virtually every video tutorial that I make. The third type of custom animation that I use in my video tutorials is spotlight animation. Now, the difference between spotlight animation versus screen animation is that I am not animating the screen as I was doing in this case here, but instead I use a spotlight like this and I animate that. So let me show you an example of what you can do here. So in this case, here is a spotlight that I have that I'm highlighting 3 things right here. And what if I want to highlight each of those 3 things individually, one after the other? Well, an easy way to do that is to start off by just highlighting one of them, and then you drag down, let's come over here to animations, drag down a custom animation. So the beginning animation properties are already set here. So move the playhead to the end of the arrow, and now what we're going to do is we're going to change this and highlight the second one. Let's modify the highlight as so. And now what we have, if we put the playhead here and press the spacebar to play,
child companies here.
The spotlight is animating. So now let's drag another custom animation down and let's further animate it to highlight the third one. So now let's play this back and see what it looks like.
We'll show the child companies here. By clicking the arrow next,
just like that. So that's spotlight animation, and that's the third custom animation technique that I use in all of my video tutorials. That's it for now. Remember to stop by this Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern for my live stream, where I answer your questions about Camtasia, Fiverr, and freelancing as a video editor. Also, if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to turn notifications on. And if you really like this video, do me a favor and click the like button. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.